We are wrapping up our last week of school, so I'm spending a lot of time putting together my kids' portfolios. We spent a little bit of time this week just cleaning out work boxes, organizing so that we can finish our year well. I want to show you 3 basic tools I use that have really helped us, especially at the end of the year, simplify our homeschool and give me a lot of confidence as a homeschool mom.
Okay, let's see. I don't know. That.
Ooh.
This. Oh, I got 105 on this.
Oh, what is that from?
This is a book in a bag.
Oh, is that from Co-op?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Wow, good job. Okay, do you have more copy work? Did you bring out your notebook?
That's my narration and copyright notebook.
Okay, so this is a narration. Did you read all of Robinson Crusoe?
Because he said we could do the little Duke and stuff.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No.
Really? Oh man, maybe I should read that to
boring.
you. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sherry. I'm married to my high school sweetheart, Nelson. We have 10 children and we've been homeschooling. We're wrapping up our 15th year. So I've been spending this last week of school taking each of my kids aside one by one and putting together their end of year portfolios. I have to tell you, you are very, very responsible. You just keep doing your work. And every time I check up on you, it's good. You're doing a great job. The states to join the union in John James Audubon's lifetime. That's a really cool project. It's all about covenant and color. I started today taking James outside and we worked on his portfolio, but a few minutes after we were out there, we were attacked by bees. And we are both deathly afraid of bees, so we came back inside and finished up. One thing I've been doing a little differently this year is having my kids who are able help type up the cover page for their portfolios. Oh yeah, that's good.
Should I write what it's called or just like a...
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Or, you know what, we'll probably write what you studied in that later down here. So why don't you just say that you've taken an interest? If they're old enough and can type well, this has been a really good fit because it keeps them from being bored while I'm just sitting there writing up their cover page. It gives them a more active part. You need to be capitalizing. So, for example,
That was...
like here, the horse and his boy. That needs to be a capital H. That needs to be a capital H. Yeah. Making a daily checklist for my kids is the first very basic tool that I use to simplify our homeschool. And you can see our checklist here. It's something I create at the very beginning of the year. And it's great to put in their portfolios because it gives a snapshot of what their daily life looked like throughout the year. In the same slip cover on the back of the checklist, I keep my kids' book list. And here is a picture of the book list. They are responsible for writing down all the books that they read throughout the year and also some of the books that I read to them. These are just some other things in James's portfolio, some copy work, some work we did on Pennsylvania history. One thing I love about being part of a co-op is that my kids do some really interesting projects that I might not have otherwise done just because of the way I teach, the things that interest me. James did a lot of really fun projects in co-op, so it was really neat to see some of those. So the first tool is a checklist, the second is a book list, the third is the one that I create at the very end of the year, and the one I've had my kids help with typing up this year. And that is the cover page that goes in the very front of their homeschool portfolio. And here you can see a little picture of some of the cover page. This is, I think, James's. And on this page, I just write out each subject and then put exactly what the child did in each subject. I try to keep it really simple. I've tried to keep it one page. It's usually about 1.5, but not too long. And this just gives a snapshot, not only like their checklist showing the subjects we covered every day, but it shows the progress they made from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. These 3 tools are just very simple. I create my own. If you want to see more of them or more about this, you can go onto the blog ourlifehomeschooling.com. Search for how to make a homeschool portfolio. I'll also leave a link for you below. The kids have kept themselves pretty busy this week as I've been trying to do their portfolios. And we've had a lot of rain, which has actually been nice because it's kind of forced me to stay inside and get this done. James recently started playing guitar. My husband plays guitar, so he's taught him a few things. And then James has just been working every day practicing. Our older son, Luke, kind of did the same thing around the same age. He taught himself how to play guitar, a little from my husband and a little from YouTube videos. And I love seeing the kids get excited about learning new skills. Of course, as I'm busy putting together these portfolios, I'm trying to stop and take the time to read to my little ones to just give them that one-on-one attention.
And antelope and squirrels and rabbits and birds of all kinds. The creek's full of fish, he said to Ma. I tell you, Caroline, there's everything we want here. We can live like kings. That was a wonderful supper. The land was shadowy. The warmth of the fire was pleasant because the night wind was cool. Phoebe birds called sadly from the woods down by the creek. For a little while, a mockingbird sang.
In our afternoon read aloud time, I'm still working through Wind in the Willows with William, Julia, and Holland. The older kids sometimes sit in for this, but really it's geared more towards these younger 3. And I haven't quite finished the Chronicles of Narnia series yet. We're on the last battle, and we're not going to finish that by our last school day, but that's okay because I usually do still read to my kids in the afternoon on summer break. It's a little bit more sporadic based on who's here, but we still do it occasionally, at least a couple times a week. Back to the 3 basic homeschool tools I use. I didn't always have a checklist or a book list or a cover page for my portfolio. This is something I kind of grew into, but I can definitely tell you that as soon as I started using these 3, it definitely consolidated everything, and it gave me a lot more confidence as a mom because I felt like I could really see exactly what their year looked like just by looking at those 3 things: the checklist, the book list, and the cover page for their portfolio. Even as we were putting these together this year, I looked back at some of their cover pages from last year, and we were both just saying to ourselves, oh yeah, we forgot that we did that.
No, I keep on doing this. Wait, what? I have wrong finger. Okay, ready, set.
Okay, how about we just start?
Something else we spent time on this week was cleaning out all the kids' work boxes. So one morning after we finished morning time and chores, I said, okay, everybody, your schoolwork today is to clean out your work boxes. And so we pretty much did this for most of the morning. It was raining outside anyway, so it was the perfect time to do it. We did end up reading again in the afternoon, doing our read aloud, but this was time well spent. We needed a whole morning to get this done. The older kids were able to clean out most of their work boxes, but I really did need to go through my younger kids' work boxes and sort out just what needed to be thrown away, different papers, and some of their workbooks they had finished, and we could throw those away as well. I usually do this at the end of every school year, clean out our work boxes. But the thing is, the kids often use these even during the summer. They'll be putting the books they're reading in there or different projects that they're writing or drawing. And so I find that it still needs to be done again at the beginning of the school year, but it's usually not quite as messy if we take the time at the end to really clean it up. We just really had so much rain this week. And it really was wonderful because I was remembering back to last year when I did the kids' portfolios, and it was beautiful outside. And it was just so hard to sit inside and try to finish these up with the beautiful weather.
Okay. All right, one of the first things we're going to do is we want to get out, we want to put this in there. Did you fill out, are there any books on here you did not fill out?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to have you get a pencil. One thing you need to know is that when you write the name of a book, you always have to capitalize the first letter of each word.
I was able to get in Juliana's portfolio next, and we were able to go all the way through and finish it before lunch, which was really nice. So far, I've done all my kids' portfolios except our oldest son, who's 17, because he is working full-time, so I'll have to do that with him in the evening sometime.
What are some of your favorite books?
Wings Fairy Saga and
Ring, Feather Saga, Second, did you update, did you write the Chronicles of Narnia that I read to you, and Little Bridges,
Yeah, I did that.
and Wind in the Willows?
I'm going to leave a link to a blank checklist template that I use, and also the link to the Booklist form that I print out. But if you want to see all of this in more detail, remember to look on the blog, ourlifehomeschooling.com.
You next year are going to get some more stuff, okay? All right, I'm going to do your checklist next. We're going to stop and eat some lunch, okay?
Wait, Mom, can Okay, Mom.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
What?
I don't have a portfolio. I had one a few weeks ago.
Okay, so you want one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll think about getting you one.
I finished Juliana's portfolio, and then in the afternoon, I was able to get to William's portfolio, and the only one I have left is our 17-year-old son. He is one I'm going to have to do in the evening when he's home. Our oldest daughter, Jenna, is so artistic and always does such a beautiful job on the cover of her portfolio. If you liked this video, you may also enjoy watching the video I did last week where I talk a little bit more about the cover page of our portfolio and how much it's helped me to write everything down at the end of the year. Thanks for watching. I do one video a week on homeschooling encouragement for everyday moms. I'll see you next week.